Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael and today I'm going to take you on a Puerto Rican adventure. I'm going to salt cure some pork here and I'm going to give it that Puerto Rican flair with a lot of the spices and things that are used in a lot of the Puerto Rican dishes. So I've started out with my pork here and this is really easy to put together, and this is just the pork fat that you can get at the store. I've been having a lot of problem lately of trying to find the salt pork in the store, so definitely you can do it at home yourself. So I've just taken it and cut it up in little pieces. And what we want to do with this is you want to measure this out with your kitchen scale. And I've measured this in grams. And then with your salt, we want a 3% solution. So how much ever pork you have, that's how much salt you're going to need to cure your pork. All the other ingredients are just add-ins that we've got over here, but the salt is the most major important thing that we've got. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands, and I'm going to come back and talk about the ingredients that I've got over here, the spices, and we'll get started curing this pork. I've got me a bowl here, and we're going to start with my salt. Again, I weighed out what I had here, and I've got my 3% of my salt here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Now with your salt, just like any fermentation or anything that you're doing with salt, the only ingredient that you want to see on the box is salt. If it's got some kind of anti-caking agent or if it's got a iodine in it, you don't want that. That could inhibit what we want to do here. You only want salt. And I've measured mine out and I've got that ingredient here. Now for these other items, I've got 1 teaspoon of sugar, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I've got a half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. I've got a half a teaspoon of dried oregano. I've got a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, if you wanted to use fresh garlic, you could definitely do that. Just mince it up really finely and put that in there. I'm going to use the ground because I can get it mixed into all the other ingredients that I've got here. I've got 1/8 of a teaspoon of cumin. And my last ingredient that I've got here is the zest of 1 orange. This is going to add that nice citrusy taste to our salted pork. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I'm going to take a small whisk and just whisk all of that together. All right, so now let's get ready with the ingredients. I've got here that orange or china is turned this into a nice orange little color for that. So I'm going to take my pork that I've got here, and we're going to be using all of that on our meat that we've got here, or the fat that we've got here. So we're not going to save any of that back. I'm just going to kind of spread this out on this paper that I've got here. All right, I've got my spices I've got mixed here. I'm going to go ahead and put my hand in there. I'm not going to worry about washing my hand at this point because we're going to be using all of this. I'm going to put this on the pieces that I've got here on the top, and I'm eyeballing that because I want to use half of it on this side and half on the other side. And I'm going to go ahead now and use my hand, and I'm just going to pat that and massage that into that pork skin, so that we get that really into there and let that salt do its job of curing this pork. I'm going to flip it over on the other side. Again, we need to make sure we use all of this because we are taking that measurement of that 3% of that salt solution for our pork, and I'm going to get that evenly spread out across the back side of this as well. So I'm going to get that rubbed in there and get that patted on there so that I get that surface covered with that salt. I'm going to get some down here on this end where this side is exposed. All right, I've got all of my spices now. I'm just going to make sure that I get that massaged into the back side of that. This smells absolutely incredible with that citrus zest that we've got on there. Get some here on the ends where that is exposed. Now I'm going to move this to the side. And I've got a rimmed baking sheet here, and I've got just a rack on it. And with this, we want to make sure that we put this on a rack so we get the air under it, so that the seasoning on the bottom gets the air to it also and starts that curing process, as well as the top. We do not want it sitting in the juice because the salt is going to be pulling that moisture out of there, and that's what's going to cure our pork here. So let's get all of this placed on our pan. Now if I've got any more of that seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and spread that over the top because we want that all on there. There's no use in throwing that away when it could be doing its job for this pork. I'm going to throw this piece of paper away and go wash my hands, and I'm going to come back and talk about the next process. All right, I've got my seasoning on this pork now. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm going to come in every day and night. I'm going to turn the pork over so that it's getting rotated daily on that. So we want this to cure for about 7 to 10 days, and you can take a look at it every day to see how it's doing. There could be a little bit more air moving around in your refrigerator, and it could make the process go a little bit faster. You can take a look at it and see if it's sooner than the 7 days or 7 days to 10 days. If you like it just a little bit more on the cured side, at that point you can stop. If you want it done sooner, you might have a little bit more air movement in your refrigerator than mine. And your salt pork with a Puerto Rican Caribbean style flavor with seasonings from the island will be ready to be used in your soups, stews, beans, whatever you want to use it in. All right, I'm back now. Let's check on our pork and see what it's doing. It smells absolutely delicious. That has really dried up quite a bit there. You can see it's not as flexible as what it used to be. It's got a nice citrusy smell to it, and all those other seasonings I put in there, of that salt, the pepper, the oregano, the cumin, all coming through. I'm really liking how this has turned out. I cannot wait to give this a try in some of my stews and some of my beans. So definitely give this a try. It's really easy to do. Just leave it in there on that tray, that air circulate around it, and it'll dry it out. And the salt and other ingredients on there is going to give it that extra seasoning, and it's also going to preserve it. Now that I've got my salt pork fixed here now, we're going to store this one of two ways. You can put this in the refrigerator and use it. And if you don't think you'll be able to use it all at once, you can definitely put it into a Ziploc bag and put it into the freezer. Join me for future videos where I'll be using this salted pork in some of my recipes. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you how your salted pork turns out, and give it this tropical Puerto Rican flair to it. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other two videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.